Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace. I am a realistic wellness, weight loss, and lifestyle content creator. I am filming now on September, I think it's 15th. Yeah, 15th. So now it's been a couple weeks since I last filmed. There's just been a lot of catching up since the hurricane, and that kind of threw off my schedule with creating content and filming it, especially because the day that we got power back, I was on a plane up to Connecticut to see my family for Labor Day and for my sister's birthday. And then on top of everything else, I was planning on starting to film and pick back up again yesterday, but the day before, our AC, which is, I swear, older than I am, kicked the bucket, and we were without central air for a day there. But because my boyfriend works in HVAC, he was able to borrow a window unit that we are currently using, and then I also bought a standalone portable AC unit, the one with the wheels. Since I last spoke to you guys, I have circulated out cayenne from my supplement routine. I'm no longer taking that. I'll go into that a bit further, but honestly, I didn't see any significant increased benefits from taking cayenne, and I was still getting heartburn probably 2 out of 3 times that I was taking it. I have, however, started to add another supplement into my routine, which is L-carnitine. I will go into more detail on that. Currently, I am taking each morning berberine, L-carnitine, apple cider vinegar, although I take the berberine and apple cider vinegar before each meal anyways. Then after I have breakfast, I also take a fish oil, a multivitamin, and iron. And then I have all the good intentions of taking zinc a couple hours later. You don't want to necessarily pair iron and zinc, I've heard, because they won't absorb at the same time. So if you take one, it cancels the other out. But I do want to talk more about how I am taking L-carnitine to help with the same benefits I've been seeing with berberine, or to help keep my weight loss going, because that has been something that I'm still struggling with. I am seeing a consistent decline in my weight. It's just of more the frustrating rate of like 1/10 of a pound a week at times. It's still going down. It's just slow. And I know sometimes people would argue that that is preferred, but when you are spending as much time in the gym and counting macros, basically, I feel like I'm in a plateau. But it is a Friday, and I'm coming up on a long weekend, so I'm going to take you guys with me through today, the weekend, and Monday. Oh gosh, okay, I didn't realize this light was gonna be so dark, but it's about that time. I'm gonna have some lunch, and I meal prepped these high protein roll-ups with canned chicken, chopped jalapenos, pickled jalapenos, not fresh, we're not that spicy. Some Laughing Cow in there, some cheddar cheese, and some bacon bits. It kind of makes it into like this chicken jalapeno popper roll up, and I rolled that in a low carb tortilla and then sliced it to be pinwheels. So I made a handful of those, like about 4 or 5 servings, and today I'm on my last one, so I'm gonna need to make more soon, probably over the weekend. But I am getting pretty hungry, so it's about time for me to air fry some of those, so I'll show you what that is gonna look like. I don't know why I did that, but I'm not gonna re-record. Not today. Okay, So got the air fryer ready. I have prepped the basket with some foil. I still haven't gotten one of those like reusable liners for an air fryer. I don't necessarily know if I ever want to get one of those silicone ones because I just can imagine that the plastic or the rubber seeps into your food. Then again, I mean, you could say the same thing about foil. So if anyone has any good suggestions for like a non-toxic liner for the air fryer so I can continue to be lazy and not clean it like the air fryer bin, then that'd be great. I am going to go ahead and spray the inside of the foil so that the roll-ups don't stick quite as much. They're gonna stick to the inside anyways, but these are, oof, that was loud. These are the roll-ups. They look kind of bland at a glance, but there is a lot of flavor in there, and they're gonna crisp up nice and like golden brown. And it would be helpful if you had some money. I need to figure out if the ceiling like my kitchen is like out or if the power isn't working. We've been having some electric wiring type issues since we moved in, so it's unclear if that's just a bulb or not. And I haven't tried to change one out, so we'll figure it out. I have ordered this brand of berberine. It's different than the one I've been using before, which I don't have the container anymore, but that was the tonic brand, and I really liked it up until the last time I got the container. Something about the batch I got had a very chemical taste to it, and I think that was more to do with the outside capsule lining, but it was definitely a distinct taste and it kind of reminded me of nail polish remover. So yeah, anyway, I've switched to this brand. It looks basically the same as far as the capsules. So that nice bright yellow color. Yeah, currently using the Pure brand, and it comes in a much bigger container, so I need to figure out, I need to, instead of depending on like 30-day supplies 3 times in a row and then going on my like week-long break, so that's like my 90-day cycle, I now need to kind of figure out when I stopped taking it last, so I can calculate 90 days out from that week, so I can cycle off of it again. I'm going to take this before I pop the pinwheels in the air fryer so that it has time to, you know, reach my stomach before the food does, and then I'm going to take another shot of apple cider vinegar. I've been getting a lot of good advice as far as the apple cider vinegar. I have definitely been diluting it with a shot of water. I don't put any more water in there than just a shot or so, because if I find I have to sip on it, I'm not going to finish it. It's just that strong that it doesn't matter how much water you put in there, it's going to be very gross. Yeah, it's just better to take it down the hatch. Someone said also I should try sipping it through a straw so that I can avoid any damage to my tooth enamel. I haven't tried that yet. I don't know how I would go about drinking that quickly then if I did it through a straw, but right now I just toss it back, and honestly I don't think it's really making much contact with my teeth, so that's working well. I got my apple cider vinegar from Costco, and I got that like a month ago, and I'm still through maybe just a third of the bottle, and it comes I think in a 2-pack, big like liter size bottle, so that's gonna last me forever. I suggest if you get apple cider vinegar and are consistent with it, Costco is a good way to go because that's going to last you forever. I still had the mic flipped around from when I was showing you guys my air fryer, so hopefully that audio in the last clip came through. Okay, so I just checked the audio on that and it's worse, but it is audible. So here, I'm all done with the berberine. I just took that. I used the same glass throughout the day, just a nice glass to elevate the whole unpleasant situation. And then I stop breathing through my nose here if I can help it. Just about that much, just about a tablespoon is all you need. And actually filter right about there. That's all really that's necessary. You see how dirty my sink is from back there? Okay. Longevity. Yeah, but basically I take that because it's supposed to help curb the effects of glucose in your system. I am not explaining this well. I'm not explaining this well. I'm going to try to explain this again later. but basically it helps to prevent your blood sugar from spiking after having a meal, especially if it's carb heavy. And that's also why I take berberine. It's supposed to help, especially with carb heavy type meals. That's not what this is, but I still, as a habit, take berberine and apple cider vinegar before I eat each meal. Also, I don't know why I didn't just pick up the camera and film from there, but it's fine. 2 out of 3 done. But yeah, I'll keep that glass over to the side so I don't have to just like go through like many cups a day. Okay, I've sprayed down the foil, and then I also, for good measure, sprayed the rolls themselves with avocado spray, just because I find that that helps to make them a little crispier, which is always preferred, at least in my opinion. And with canned chicken, I didn't really ever have canned chicken until this year. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with it. I can eat it for a while and then I start to get the ick, just because it's chicken with the consistency of like canned tuna. Okay, yesterday this made a couple fuses in my fuse box trip, so hopefully now that I've put this over here, it won't be the case. 8 minutes is probably a good place to start. Any longer than that and I sometimes can burn stuff, or I forget to check it and toss the things in there. I also don't know how to mute that sound. If anyone knows how to, silence that, that would be great. Okay, heard it go off. Let's take a peek. And, oh yeah. Look at how much better looking they look. I just gotta plate these. So even though I did spray the foil, it does stick a little bit, so I'm gonna do that off camera. So this is how they turned out. Depending on your opinion of how they look, they taste better than they look. But anyway, I'm gonna go enjoy this. I'll probably have about a tablespoon of ketchup for dipping. All done for the day. Gonna start this long weekend. We've picked up dinner, eaten already, and now we're just gonna go get Lily and yeah, likely catch up with you guys again tomorrow. I'm gonna try to go to the gym before anyone else gets up. So it's aspirational, but it's also deserved because I've skipped the gym the past couple days, so I really have to sneak it in even if it's an early Saturday. I'll sleep in Sunday and Monday. Good morning. There's a pretty sunrise starting back here. I'm at the gym as I had been aiming to do. This is my first time doing like an early morning on a Saturday. And I am one of like 4 cars parked here waiting for the gym to open in 10 minutes. When I got up this morning, it was a little hard to be really quiet. I'm always consciously quiet when I get up for the gym because I get up like an hour and a half before Joe has to get up for work. But we have Lily, and we also have a new AC, which I think if you remember from previous videos, you would notice that my AC was very loud all the time, and it created this white noise, this hum throughout the house, and you could basically get away with making tons of noise if you wanted to, and you wouldn't disturb anyone else in the house because it was that loud. This morning was a little hard. Lily's back at school, so her sleep schedule has her falling asleep very early and waking up very early. So I noticed as I was tiptoeing out of the bathroom that she had her door closed, but I could see the light was on. So she's probably just hanging out in there, letting Joe sleep for a little bit. This is part of the course with how things have gone last year while she was in school. But then as soon as summer hits, she's up until the wee hours of the morning. She can't help it, and then she's also sleeping in. You have to like wake her up, and she would sleep till the afternoon if you didn't try to get her out of bed. So it's her sleep schedule. I mean, it's just a testament to how your routines and consistency affect when you fall asleep and when you wake up. And that also is why I have an easier and easier time getting here in the mornings. I should start drinking my pre. Got my Legion pre here. I'm still really enjoying this flavor. Although I think I might want to get like one other pre-workout just so that I can switch between the two so I don't get absolutely sick of one particular flavor. I have my cabin light on in here, and I'm sure a couple people nearby probably thinking like, what's she doing? No, they're not probably thinking that. Everyone thinks about themselves, not we place too much emphasis on whether or not other people are like looking at us and judging us, when in all actuality every single person is more concerned about how they're coming off rather than what other people are doing. With legs, more specifically quads and calves, which used to be my favorite day because I am a quad dominant calf, like muscular calf girl. However, years and years back, I landed on my knee after a night out on the town, and I'm pretty sure I broke my kneecap at that time. Like I can still feel topically when I touch my right knee versus my left knee. I can tell the difference between the two, and there's this extra groove that I think I created in my right knee. Story for another time, but basically the point being is that now quad and calf day has a whole other narrative to it, because every time I lunge, it's usually lunge, sometimes squat, but usually lunge, I can feel like this extra click in my knee. I mean, these click, but it's an extra click, and it comes from like a different part of my knee than normal clicks. But I'm on my way back now. Lily is probably up, and if she hasn't gotten Joe up yet, then she's being a little angel. I don't think we have like big plans for the rest of the day, but I am kind of tempted to get something to wear for Lily's birthday coming up mid-October. She's having a Barbie themed party, and I know that even though it's a kids party, I don't know, it'd just be fun to dress up, so that might be something that we can do today. Let Lily help me pick out something to wear for her party. All right, second time here today, but this time to go to the mall. I'm gonna ride the little, I don't even know what you would call them. Ride an animal thing. Joe went into Old Navy to get some shorts, so I've been watching Lily, but she's been driving faster and faster, so definitely getting my steps in. Took a little detour, and now we're at where are we? Build-A-Bear. We're at Build-A-Bear. Yeah.
I don't think it's filming.
Oh, it wasn't filming. You were right. Gosh, I forgot to push the button. Huh? Thank you for letting me know. So we.
Gonna Build-A-Bear for my birthday.
Yeah, we got Lily a Build-A-Bear for her birthday. She picked out a Halloween one.
Because my birthday's close to Halloween.
It's a good day, huh? Hey, I did the TikTok, the Sophia Ricci slick back hair with the hair mask thing, so it's all well and good. I just, no matter how much wax I use, it's like there's always gonna be a little bit of flyaways. brought Miss Lily home to her mom, and I've just swung back to the house to pick up my gym bag and go to the gym. I'm gonna do a pull day. I'll film that if possible. Sundays is always kind of touch and go because it is busy Sunday afternoon, and yeah, and then I think this evening we're just gonna go back to the mall to exchange some shorts that Joe got for a different size. That works for me because when I was chasing Lily around on the bunny she was riding the other day, I didn't really get a chance to go into any stores. So I think that's what we'll do tonight. Yeah. Oh, and then also, okay, so it's starting to get warm in here. Let me turn on the engine. I do want to talk about the L-carnitine that I've started taking. First, I want to address, I've been getting a couple comments that are kind of like, you know, she doesn't get to the point of the title until like 5 minutes in, or you don't sound ready to talk in these videos, like get it together and try again. I've only been doing this a few months. Like, give me a break. I can start adding the timestamps for when I get to like the Q&A section, or the, you know, the topics that I mentioned in the titles, like the supplements that I'm taking. But at the same time, like, if you just want that information, it's out there. Go get it. Like, if you don't want to consume my content whilst also getting those tips or hearing about some of the supplements that I'm taking and why, you are more than welcome to listen to the Huberman podcast, the Blonde Files, like any biohacking sort of podcast, Reddit. Like, go do that. Go do that if you don't want to hear about my days or, you know, see the vlog content that I put along with it. The niche here is that you're getting both. I guess it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, you hear other creators who talk about how they get a lot of positive feedback and a lot of compliments and support, and that's what I'm mainly getting. I appreciate the people who are providing that positive and constructive sort of feedback, but it's funny how you get like one negative comment or something and you start to like overthink it a little bit. I'm not even going to acknowledge this past this moment here. But yeah, basically I've swapped out cayenne pepper because that has been giving me a lot of heartburn regardless of eating before I take it. I've started taking L-carnitine because it has been shown to be helpful with taking the fatty acids from it's been shown to help with the transfer of fatty acids to the mitochondria of cells, so it helps to expedite essentially the fat transfer process to the other parts of your body, and therefore it helps with fat burn. I take specifically acetyl L-carnitine. There are two primary types. Acetyl L-carnitine is supposed to also have some cognitive benefits, so it's been shown to help with people who have ADHD. L-carnitine tartrate is the other type, and some people argue that tartrate is better with fat burn than acetyl L-carnitine, but from the studies I've read, and less the like Reddit type posts, I've been seeing that they're both the same as far as their function on the mitochondria, but acetyl L-carnitine is better at the brain. Oh my gosh, it's better with the cognitive elements as well. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not helpful with fat burn, it's just that in addition to that, it provides cognitive benefits. I can't remember what the phrase was. It's better at breaking the brain barrier, the cell-brain barrier. I'm gonna caption here what I'm actually trying to say. Yeah, I've started taking that. Honestly, I can't tell if this is because of the L-carnitine, but my weight plateau that I've been experiencing recently is starting to break past that plateau. So I have lost a pound in the past week. For the past few weeks, I've only been losing like a 10th to a 20th of a pound a week. It's been very slow. Who knows? This might be due to other factors. It's hard to tell. I've only been taking it for about a week at this point. I've been taking the L-carnitine first thing in the morning. So if I am going to the gym, like I get up at 4 times a week and go work out before the rest of my day, I'll take 1,500 milligrams of acetyl L-carnitine along with my pre-workout. And then we'll also take, it's starting to rain now, I might need to put my cat in before I go. I'm still taking berberine before each meal, 500 milligrams, so 1,500 for the entirety of the day, as well as a probiotic in the morning. So if it's a rest day, I'll take the L-carnitine, berberine, and my probiotic all at once. Otherwise, I take the L-carnitine before the gym, and when I get home, I'll take the berberine and the probiotic. Yeah, it's definitely coming down a little bit now. I'm gonna put in my cap before I go because otherwise I'm just leaving him out here in the rain. I don't think it's supposed to stop. Yeah, that's basically my supplement stack at this time. I'm still, after I have my first meal of the day, having fish oil, a multivitamin, and an iron supplement. And then when I remember to, I take zinc a few hours later because of the iron and zinc inability to absorb at the same time. And at the end of the day, before bed, I take, I think 1,500 milligrams, something like that, of magnesium glycinate. So I was not able to park that close, and I am dragging a little bit. I am not about to take pre-workout at 2 in the afternoon. I don't have anything stim-free in the house, so if anyone has a stim-free pre-workout that they recommend, I am all for that. Send that my way.
I've been giving you the worst of me. Now you wanna stay the night. Pretty how you work hard for me. But forgetting how to talk. Nah, I don't like no humble beats. Just go and spice it up. Now it's time to marinate. And right after we're done, I like it when you're looking like that. I like it when you check. I like it when you're looking like that. When you look like that, don't wanna watch you bother with a white mouth now. Just like you when you're looking like that. No sweets, no rush, get my attraction.
So we're at the mall real quick to do the exchange of the item from Old Navy, but according to Google, there's only like 45 minutes left until the mall closes, but it's packed. Get it. Just kidding. Sorry, babe. I've just done my first video recording meant to be used for voiceover because some audio didn't come through with "I did this to be near you. Come back here. Hey." Okay, well, yeah, anyway, so I filmed a little video clip to be used for the audio in my last video, which is the travel vlog to Connecticut for Labor Day weekend. It is not done yet, but by the time that this comes out, it will have been posted probably like a day or two before this one, even though it's been a couple weeks since Labor Day. It's just been hard playing catch up since returning, and since the hurricane had happened so soon before that trip, I was spending that time playing catch up and editing the hurricane video before the Labor Day weekend video. And yeah, really, I could do this, like, I'm not gonna say full time because I need to get paid, so that's what my real job is for, but darn does this stuff take a long time to do. I am starting to get peckish, so we're going to go ahead and meal prep for the week. I am gonna go ahead and take you through how I make my high protein, low carb pinwheels. It's not my recipe, it's a modified version of the roll-ups or pinwheels from Michaela Thomas Fit. She has some really great cookbooks for sale on her site. You should definitely check it out, but I figure since I've tweaked it a little bit that it would be okay for me to show you guys in brevity how I go about making my meals for the week. And I can usually buy these ingredients in bulk and make them for a solid few weeks until I start to get sick of it, and then I need to pivot to something else until I stop having the ick for that food again. And usually the ick here would be for canned chicken. I can usually do that for 2 weeks, and then I need some other source of protein. Kind of like how people get the ick for eggs. I feel like that's a common one. Is egg ick. Also, you're so rude. He knows how long my arm is, down to the centimeter.
something that's been broken.
So I didn't think I would have time to do this, but I have like 10 minutes to put something else together. So I'm going to put together a quick little cucumber salad. I'll have that available then as a side throughout the week. Oh, sorry. We're just gonna use the same chopping board and knife that we were using for the pinwheels. And then I've already shown you guys, I think earlier in this vlog, what the final product looks like for the pinwheels, but since I'm going to go ahead and air fry a serving of them before I go to this blood donation, like I'll give you guys a quick look at that also. But for this salad, I'm gonna do a cucumber, some feta. I wanna watch this. We have a cucumber, an avocado. It's been in the fridge, but I think it's pretty good. The recipe I did before didn't have any pesto in it, but I think this would elevate the whole thing. It's just like a tablespoon across however many servings. And then I'm gonna go ahead and drain some corn. And last time we did this salad, we put it on a bed of quinoa and then topped it with salmon fillet. And it wasn't Joe's favorite. That just meant there was more for me as far as meal prep throughout the week. So all done. Realize it's a little dark over here, but I am gonna enjoy some of this cucumber salad and the roll-ups. I made enough for the entire week so I can quickly put this together while I'm working from home. And yeah, gonna finish this up real quick so I can head on to my blood donation appointment. Okay, here we go. Gonna donate some blood. I do this every couple months. I had been regularly donating plasma for a while there for a little added income, just because you can get like over $100 a week when you do those types of donations. It was just starting to wear on me physically donating plasma that often. I was reacting to the saline stuff that they put back in your body. But I reacted to the stuff they put back in your body in most instances, and not a big enough reaction to deter me from coming back, but I would always be like inexplicably cold, or even if I wasn't cold, I was still shaking, and I could feel that stuff go in. It wasn't the best. But with whole blood, comparatively, you hardly feel the needle go in. Super easy to do. You're giving back. And my blood donation center in particular offers rewards in the way of gift card credit. So they're offering a special right now. It's like $70 for a donation of whole blood. I can usually redeem that for like Amazon credit, so it might as well be cash at that point because you can get anything that way. But there's other gift cards too. Like I think you can get like Outback Steakhouse gift card. Anything you can think of that has gift cards offered, they usually have as an option. There are TBC, the Blood Connection, donation centers all over Georgia, I believe. There might be some in other states, I'm not sure, but if you are interested in donating whole blood, it's a super easy, smooth process. You get to sit in nice, comfy chairs and AC, and sometimes there's like a TV screen to watch if you're feeling it. I usually just bring my phone with me, and it only takes like 15 minutes in and out. Easy peasy. All right, all done. My appointment was for 2 o'clock and it is now 2:17, so easy peasy. Got a little Diet Coke for myself on my way out, and cookies for Joe. Doing this always makes you a little sleepy. I don't know if that's psychosomatic or if that's a real thing, but I was going to place a Target order, but instead I'm going to just go over to the Target that's literally across the parking lot and just grab the few things that I need from there, so I don't have to make another trip out, because if I place the order now I'd have to wait for them to fill it, and then I could go and get that done. I'm such a champ. I used to have a hard time with this, and now even though there's like 2 months between each appointment, it doesn't matter. Easy peasy. They probably asked me if I'm okay like at least a dozen times, and I'm not exaggerating. So they must be getting a lot of woozy people, a lot of sensitive Sallys, which is fine. Try to donate, and if it's not for you, then it's not for you. But I find that the more you do it, the easier it gets. I'm literally, I could have walked here, the blood donation center, but it's fine. Let's just sit here and sizip. I don't think I have much to get, and I might see if they have any sort of meal kit type things. Sometimes they do, depending on which Target you're at. Whew. Now it's hitting me a little bit. Yeah, rather than painstakingly trying to find one more recipe for this week, I'll go in and see if they've got like even just a nice frozen meal, something a little bougier than you know, bird's eye, but nothing too fancy. Okay, so apart from some grocery stuff which I've already put away, I did pick up some of the Tree Hut sugar scrub. That's for Lily for her birthday. Got some more wrapping paper because she's got more presents than I think we have wrapping paper for, and another bow, especially for like her big Build-A-Bear thing. We're gonna be wrapping that up and she can have it on her birthday. I got a few packets of these crow decorations. They're like paper cutouts. I was going to start making some of these myself, but I know myself and I just don't think I'm going to get around to cutting out that many. Well, I was going to do bats, but I just don't think I'm going to get to making that many paper cutouts. And then this is for myself. I just need a new dry shampoo, so I got the Kristen S. All right, back at the mall. Take 2. Trying to return shorts. Life is fascinating. So we're home now. It's a good little outing. We stopped in at the gym, and we upgraded my membership to be the unlimited guests one, so Joe is able to use my membership also to get in, and we'll be splitting the monthly cost of that. We'll also get the benefits of the like hydro massage machines, stuff like that. It's the membership too that allows you to bring in a kid and use the play place. So I don't know if Lily would ever go for that. I don't think that's something she would love, but it's good to know that it's an option in a pinch. I don't think that we're going to end up going together necessarily because he gets up for work at 6:30. I'm usually getting back from the gym around like 7. So basically we kind of pass like ships in the night in the morning because I'll get up at 5 and then go to the gym for an early morning session, but he's going to be more likely hitting the gym in the evenings. So it doesn't matter if we're going at the same time or not. We're both now doing something together, even if it's at different times of the day, so it's kind of fun. But I know this vlog is starting to get a little bit long, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. But thank you to all those who have been following along so far. It's definitely been a roller coaster few weeks. If you haven't seen the last couple vlogs, the hurricane vlog and the Labor Day weekend travel vlog, definitely check those out. Hit subscribe so that you're notified when I come out with new videos. I do typically post a new video every week, and like this video to let me know that you're enjoying this type of content, and let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions or types of videos that you would like me to include as well. I'm grateful for you all, and I'll talk to you soon.